I would like to thank you, all of you, for participating here into the first continuous learning program is called Universal Awakening. The whole purpose is to, as Vidya was sharing, to keep on meeting and greeting each other even after we complete our regular certification program. And we should be able to help each other grow together and create opportunity and possibility for all of us by collaborating. As you know, uh, after getting the license from the government of India, our India Coaching Federation is a members-driven organization. So it is not only my organization, it is all of yours organization is there. And all of you have the responsibility to take this organization to the next level of growth and success. And it is really like, we are expanding, we are growing, and we are not only growing, but we are growing into terms of quantity and quality both. And that is our biggest advantage, that we have diverse capability and quality where we are able to meet the bigger expectation of the coaching, not only into the India, but around the world. And that is the truly meaning of universal. And some of the specialization, what we are running it, like, one of the specialization we are running it is called psycho-oncology and psychocardiology specialization. These are the only specialization run by Universal Coaching Federation in the world. Nobody else does it. So we are able to innovate, we are able to research, we are able to transform people based on that, and that is our quality. Other than our regular coaching program for our leadership coaching, business coaching, relationship coaching, parenting coaching, uh, any kind of coaching we talk about, we are there everywhere. So that is our capability, that is our quality, and to bring that and keep on upgrading with the latest research and innovation, what we are able to do it at our level, and each and every member is doing something great at their level. So of course, the people will able to talk about that. So you can volunteer yourself for the next CLP program and come forward. I keep on talking in my session, but I don't want to talk here. So all of you has to come and take a lead. You have any specialized capability, any learning, any things which you feel you want to share with your fellow coaches or the fellow community people who can be interested to empower and transform their life, their career, their business, their relationship, their community, their society. You can come and you can talk.
From real coaching experiences and not just theories, and create impact that goes far beyond one on one sessions. Transformation multiplies when it is shared. When one coach evolves, the ripple touches families, organization, and communities. Today is not just another webinar, it is a space created for collective learning and shared growth, where coaches, learners, and even external guests can experience transformation and take something meaningful back with them. Since we have some external guests with us, I would like to brief them about what India Coaching Federation and Universal Coaching Federation is all about. So, India Coaching Federation is the statutory authority and apex body for the coaching profession in India, and the only organization licensed by the Government of India under Section 8(1) of the Companies Act 2013 to certify and accredit professional coaches nationwide. Through Independent Council of Ethics, Accreditation, and Research, the Federation sets national standards, ensures accountability, and promotes continuous professional development. India Coaching Federation collaborates with universities, healthcare institutions, corporates, NGOs, and government bodies, integrating coaching into leadership, wellness, education, and social impact initiatives. Whereas Universal Coaching Federation serves as an international arm of India Coaching Federation, extending its framework, standards, and research based certification pathways globally. Founded to redefine coaching excellence, UCF empowers individuals and organizations to discover their authentic selves, transform decision making, and achieve sustainable growth. Together, India Coaching Federation and UCF are committed to strengthening the credibility, integrity, and long-term impact of coaching, supporting ethical practice and conscious leadership worldwide. So what is universal awakening? I would like to understand, what do you understand by universal awakening? If you can quickly write in the chat box, that'll be great. So for us, universal awakening literally means samutkarsh, collective awakening, rising together. This platform is built on the belief that true growth is exponential when it is shared. We rise and we consciously help others to rise with us. Universal awakening is not just a program, it is a sacred conscious space. Here, growth is collective, wisdom is shared, learning is continuous, and transformation is conscious. Every coach here carries live wisdom. Every insight shared has a power to awaken someone else. When one coach grows, we all rise. When one truth is spoken, collective clarity expands. Our intention. So, what basically is our intention to have this particular program in place? The spirit of universal awakening. This is not about one expert speaking and others listening. This is about coaches learning from coaches, experiences speaking to experiences, and awareness expanding collectively. The heart of universal awakening is intention. There is no hierarchy here, no senior or junior concept, only shared wisdom. Every experience, success, or struggle is a teacher. Every contribution matters. Growth happens when we participate, not when we stay silent. Transformation happens when we walk together, not ahead of one another. So, who is this platform basically for? While this is rooted in the UCF community, we also warmly welcome external participants. Our intention is that every individual who joins us leaves with insight, clarity, or inspiration. Universal Awakening welcomes UCF trained coaches committed to excellence, learners and seekers exploring coaching, external guests open to growth, and anyone devoted to conscious development. If you are here and with openness and curiosity, you belong here. I'll quickly brief you about today's webinar format. Each session is designed to be interactive and reflective, not just informative. The panel ensures multiple perspectives, deeper clarity, and richer learning. The questions will be taken on chat only, and if someone really wants to say something, you can use the raise hand feature available on Zoom. Today's flow is very simple and intentional. A focused speaker session of 20-25 minutes, followed by a rich panel discussion and a live Q&A through chat. I would take the opportunity to introduce our distinguished panel. We are deeply honored to have with us today our distinguished panelists, individuals who bring wisdom, lived experiences, and depth to the conversation. Mr. Sambasivan, CFO at Tata Play and MCC from UCF. Mr. Arun Kumar, an independent consultant and coach. Mr. Shubhranshu Mohanty, founder and advisor, SS Consultants and MCC from UCF. So let us set our intentions very clear. I invite you to listen deeply, reflect honestly, ask meaningful questions, and take at least one meaningful insight with you back. And with that, let us begin today's journey of people transformation. It is my privilege to invite our presenter for today, retired Major Archana R. Lokeshwar, certified master coach, life, leadership, and relationship coach, founder and director, Happiness Catalyst. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and for a lovely introduction, Vidya. I will just share my screen now. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for giving me this opportunity. It's a pleasure for me to be here today and be with you all and present this lovely topic of people transformation. Before we begin, let's just arrive here together and not as coaches, not as facilitators, but as human beings. So I would request you all to please place your both feet on ground and just take one slow breath in. That is going to help me as well, with all this chaos. So just take one breath in and gently let it go. In India, we are trained to adjust, manage, and cope up. Rarely are we taught to pause and feel. For the next few minutes, you don't need to fix anyone, including yourself. You don't need to fix anyone, including yourself. I think I am fixing so many things here. Let me describe a few very familiar Indian client patterns that we all go through. Just notice with me what is present without any judgment and see which one feels familiar. Daughter who cannot say no to parents. We all have met such clients. The professional who is successful but emotionally numb. The women who gives endlessly and feels guilty resting. The man who avoids emotions because he believes strength means silence. These clients are not confused. They are conditioned. Most of the coaches have heard this term from the clients. I know what to do, but I still don't do it. So issue is not knowledge. Indian clients do not lack awareness. They lack emotional permission. Our Indian conditioning is such, most people do not resist change. They resist losing the belonging. In Indian families and systems, belonging equals survival. Approvals equals safety, obedience equals love, sacrifice equals worth. For many clients, healing feels like betrayal, growth feels like disloyalty. That is why change feels threatening, even when it is positive. What is interesting is this understanding is not new. Our ancient wisdom never believed people were broken. Gita, Upanishad, Buddha all pointed to the same truth. Transformation happens when awareness replaces fear. That's exactly what we do as coaches. We don't change people, we help them remember who they are. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun breaks down on the battlefield. His hands tremble, his mind is confused, and he says, I cannot do it. Krishna does not motivate him. He does not say, come on, be strong, be positive, you can do it. But Krishna listens to him. He allows Arjuna's confusion to exist. Krishna stabilizes Arjun's inner world first because when the inner chaos settles, right action emerges naturally. Krishna did not change the battlefield. He changed Arjun's relationship with fear and identity. That is transformational coaching. Listening before action. Safety before strategy. Transformation has always been inner. A person has to feel that from inside, and then only transformation can take place. In our Bhagavad Gita also, there is a beautiful, note about it. Transformation is inner, not circumstantial. Uddhared atma natmanam, natmanam avasdayet. That means a person elevates themselves by their inner state and also falls by that same inner state. Krishna never tells Arjun to change the whole battlefield. He helps him change his inner relationship to fear, duty, and identity itself. Transformation doesn't require a new situation. Now I will speak about emotional memory. What is emotional memory? Emotional memory is repeated emotional experiences, they become our internal rules. The body remembers before the mind understands. A child who is praised only when he is obedient. He becomes an adult who fears disappointing anyone. This is not a habit problem. This is emotional conditioning. Some of us find it very difficult to trust others. Many of us are looking for external validations all the time. Many of us are like asking for reassurances from our partners, from people around us. And when we don't get it, we blast. And the other person, if that person gets fed up with it, then the whole relationship goes for a toss. Clients repeat what once protected them. What once kept them safe becomes the identity they struggle to outgrow. Upanishads also, they tell us you don't become, you remember. Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. Indian philosophy does not believe humans are broken. It believes they are forgetful of their true nature. Transformation is not addition, it is remembrance. Ancient Indian wisdom never asked people to become someone new. It asked them to remember who they already are. You all must have seen these client patterns. Some of the clients will come and they are complaining about they are overgiving. They don't realize it why. They are exhausted. They don't know why. They are under guilt. Being needed once felt safer than being authentic. As a coach, we have to take them where they become authentic. Ramana Maharshi, who was once asked, please tell us, something deeper about the transformation. What practice should we do to transform our lives? He did not give techniques. He did not give disciplined rules. He asked one simple question: who am I? You ask yourself today, who am I? It goes so deep. That question loosens your false identity. And when identity softens, behavior begins to change on its own. As coaches, when we help clients question identity, we don't need to force habits. Embodiment happens naturally. Adi Shankaracharya, he said, ignorance, not sin, blocks the transformation. Avidya is the root cause of bondage. People are not sinful or flawed. They are ignorant of their conditioning. Clients don't need correction. They need clarity. Shankaracharya said bondage comes from ignorance, not failure. That is why shame never transforms anyone. So when we deal with our clients, I will share 2, 3 stories from my clients. One of the client who came to me, he was like, fear of success is there. I don't know whether I should be successful or not. The moment you start working with them, they realize it is not fear of success. It is fear of loneliness. They don't want to be lonely at the top. People become so used to people around them. One person came to me for anger control. This moment we started working on it, because first of all, they feel they don't need to change. There is nothing wrong with them. The whole thing is wrong with the whole world. We realized the pattern was just copied from his father. It was the acquired personality that he carried, but the moment he understood he might give it to his son, he stopped. And then he started applying the techniques and tips that we give them. Over the years, I have noticed that real transformation follows a gentle inner flow. And I call it awake. I have created one framework. Awake is A is for awareness. Awareness is seeing the pattern without shame or judgment. We coaches, all of us, most of us who are UCF coaches, we follow ladder framework. When we are following the ladder framework, parallelly our clients, they follow awake framework where they are also getting awake by our ladder approach. So seeing the pattern without shame or judgment, the client understand what is there that is stopping them from transformation. Witnessing, allowing emotions to be felt without fixing them or without analyzing them. A is for acceptance, letting identity soften. Accepting that current patterns once served a purpose, but now not needed. K is for knowing, old beliefs loosen. A deeper truth about the self emerges. E, embodiment. Behavior changes naturally. You don't have to force it. It naturally flows into them. Action flows without force. If we rush clients to embodiment, change collapses. When we honor awareness and safety, change sustains. For those who are trained in UCF ladder framework, I will align ladder with awake for you all. Listening to result. Awake explains what happens within the client as they move through the ladder. When listening is happening, they are aligning with their awareness and witnessing. Analysis stage aligns them with their emotional patterns. Discovery happens at identity insight. Dismantling, where we dismantle their all the acquired personality one by one. That is where the identity softens. They are not fighting it. They themselves analyze it, understand it, and dismantle it. That is where we reach experience, where the safety is felt. They feel safe with the transformed self. And result is the embodiment of the transformation. When emotional safety is present, clients climb the ladder with the coach with very much of ease. So generally for coaches, there is one reflection here. Most of the coaches ask clients, how do we fix this? You tell us, what do you think about it? Let's reframe the question. Let's reframe it to what might the client be protecting? What feels unsafe about changing this right now? That will take your client to the deeper self. And takeaway two will be there should not be any pressure, no urgency, or no pushing on the client. Let them take their own time, their own rhythm. Every person is different. Some people they get transformed very early. Some people take more time because they have more resentments, grievances, more traumas, more wounds in their heart, in their mind. And our subconscious is such a huge library that keeps storing everything. Until unless you cleanse it, it becomes very difficult. And thirdly, respect protection. Normalize protection. Resistance is not the enemy. It is survival strategy, asking for respect. I will not take much of more time of yours because some of the time has gone here and there in my setting also. As life coaches, we do not change people. We do not fix them. We create conditions where transformation feels safe. Krishna showed us safety before action. Ramana Maharshi showed us identity before behavior. UCF coached us transformation is removing layers from our acquired personality. You know what happens? Let's say if somebody has threatened us in a on a road. Whenever we will go to that road, we will wear a shawl of a protection, let's say. So we are already very vigilant. Nobody should threaten us again. So this is a layer, and this layer becomes permanent on us. Similarly, when we get transformed, when we dismantle our personality, we remove these layers, like the layers of onion. We remove them. And once we lose ego, guilt, fear, and get rid of resentments and grievances, life becomes full of mental peace and fulfillment. And one attracts love and abundance naturally with positivity. When identity softens, life changes without force. Thank you so much for holding space for your clients and for yourself. I will hand over next to the host now.
Thank you so much, Archana, for such an insightful presentation. It was really, really wonderful. Now, I would like to invite our panel members to share their perspective on the said topic. And if they have any experiences or their own story they would like to share, they're most welcome. Let's start with Mr. Sambasivan, followed by Mr. Arun and Shubhranshu. To you, Sambasa.
Yeah, so what you heard, I think, is a masterclass of people transformation. I think Archana covered so many topics in a span of 20 minutes. So I don't know where to start, but I will take the Bhagavad Gita example where she talked about Bhagavad Gita in a couple of places and how it can help transformation. In Bhagavad Gita, we all know is a great ocean, right? So how does one learn something from literature like Bhagavad Gita? So what I am learning is that I cannot say that I'm an expert at all. I'm still a student. For the last 3 months, I've been undergoing daily sessions, not daily, weekly sessions, but I'm reading daily. Let me put it that way. So what I'm realizing now is that there is something called vasana, which I will talk about for the next 1 minute. So every human being has got something as vasana, which is like auto reaction to a situation. our emotions determine our vasanas. Means the way we react. For example, if I am angry person, then I quickly become impatient and say something in an angry way. If I am, for example, if I am naturally covered, then I immediately run away from any danger if I am afraid of everything. So this vasana is an immediate reaction of every human being. This is something we have to be conscious about. One is what we react unconsciously is vasana. The learning starts when we start becoming conscious about vasana. And the root cause of vasana is what we call as samskara, which is kind of loosely in English, we can say our belief system. So the cause and effect. Samskara determines your vasana. I am not going into rebirth and all those things, but I'm just saying these are two psychological concepts. One is cause, one is effect. Your samskara determines your vasana. And the moment you are conscious of your vasana, then the awakening starts and the transformation of the person begins. With that, I will stop because this itself, you can start thinking about these two concepts, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Samba sir.
I second Mr. Sambasivam sir in terms of the depth at which Archana, Major Archana has covered this particular topic on people transformation. It is actually quite an interesting subject when it comes to corporates where I have spent most of my time. Couple of things that really stood out was one about Ramana Maharishi, where the question of who am I, if you are able to kind of answer that, that's something that really helps every individual transform. And in the comment, Dr. Vikas has also mentioned that transformation as a word seems very it's something very adbhut, or something which is very precious, but the journey to transformation is quite a difficult task, and in that task, just like how Major Archana said, it's layers that one needs to kind of peel themselves out and understand what the core is. One such experience that I've had, or rather in the entire career that I've seen, is nobody comes into any organization for not contributing or for not adding value, right? Everybody comes there for a purpose, and in the entire people transformation journey, as coaches, it is our responsibility to show what purpose is for an individual, right? Everybody's purpose is going to be different, but if we are going to align their purpose with the transformation, then I think the entire journey becomes a sort of awakening, and that is something that is beautiful to see. And it is always important for us to kind of appreciate the beauty in the entire transformation journey, than to keep keep a checklist and try and see if an individual has gone through any transformation at all, right? So purpose is something that I think is important, and ikigai, in other words, in the Japanese terms, is something that we should help, or we should kind of let individuals understand. And I think with this, I would like to pass on the baton to Mr. Subhranshu.
Very well said, Arun. I would like to call Mr. Subhranshu to speak. Bala sir is unmuted.
I didn't have a question. I have a perspective. Can I speak now or once the panelists are over?
Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Let's limit it for a reasonable
Sure,
amount
sure.
of time.
I will limit it to a
Yeah.
few
Thank you.
sentences.
Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. You see, transformation, as they say in Hindi, parivartan, it has to be a big change. A big change only becomes a transformation. And how do you see a transformation? It is reflected in the behavior only. Nothing else can say I am transformed. My behavior should be changed. A big change should come in my behavior. For that, the first thing to change is the attitude. See, attitude is there is positive or negative. There's nothing. My attitude towards it becomes positive first. I accept it. Second, my belief changes. I start believing in it. I start believing this change is going to be good for me. And then comes the behavior where I get transformed, where I get changed. To put in three simple alphabets, it is A, B, B. Attitude, belief, behavior. At the end of the day, a transformation is a change in behavior, as simple as that. If you get it, you are changed, you are transformed. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bala sir. It was a really great insight shared from your side. So I think Shubhranshu ji is ready.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. I think I agree with Balaji. Transformation, we always look forward that transformation is a big change, So we need to be ready for these transformations. There is always a say that, always we look forward a person is a transformed person. So the expectations are high in transformations. So as Balaji rightly said that the behavior is very important. It has to be reflected in your personality that your behavior is changing and for a leadership perspective, it is very, very crucial. So that is very, very important. So, and we always see that this transformation, we look forward it's as a journey. It can't be, this transformation cannot be happen in a day or 2, 3 or months. It's a journey. So now, even though we say that the transformation is a in a change process, it's combined with very, very small changes. So we have to put forward efforts on regular basis. On regular basis, we have to how I can it started with small changes. So we have come across the ladder as a process. Understanding and listening is a very critical success factor for this transformation. So that's what I always say that listening is everything is lies with the listening. So how do we listen is not limited to listening to understand, listening to response, or listening to improve yourself. So very, very, it's a journey. So I think in UCF, we are ready to take the challenges, transform yourself first, and how to help others in the transformation journey. I think that is how is all about the complete transformation journey. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Wonderful, Shubhranshu ji. I think Dr. Rajiv Sharma over here has to say something to us in a few words. I would unmute him and he can just say his perspective.
Hello, all. And I'm feeling so elated actually to be a part of this group. I can say, learned a lot in the last half an hour or so. And as per my experience and what I have heard, I think it's rather a re-transformation. The word should be rather than transformation. As we return to our original identity, we peel off our false beliefs and return to ourselves. So this was just a thought, and I'm looking forward to be a part of this great organization and all the like thoughts. I'm so happy and proud to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajiv. Now we'll take certain questions from the chat. The panel members are requested to jump in whenever they feel they want to. The first question we have is from Atul. Most of the time we hear about the question, who am I? Is there any right or wrong answer to that? Archana, would you like to answer?
Yeah, I will try to take it up. The best person to answer is Dr. D here, but I will still attempt to answer. So what happens basically when we say, who am I? We have an identity which is independent of the acquired personality. And there is no right or no wrong answer. Because when you are talking to yourself, you are your most authentic self. So who are you? It is a discovery. There is no right, wrong, or any concrete answer. It is a discovery. We keep on discovering who are we. And someday I think some persons get enlightened and then they realize we all are one. There is oneness in all. So I am not an independent person of others. We are all somewhere connected, related, and when we go deeper and deeper and deeper, there are much more deeper truth which emerges at the soul level and which will actually be, surprising for us all. I hope I could do justice to the answer here.
Lovely. So we have another question from Biju. What is the major blocker for people transformation? Our ego self?
Should I take it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. What are the major blockers for the transformation is our identity itself. We like belongingness. We are very scared of changing whatever we have been doing. Even if it has been hurting, it becomes a pattern. We becomes used to do it. और हमें लगता है कि अगर कुछ भी चेंज होगा तो हमें अप्रूवल नहीं मिलेगा, शायद हम किसी को नाराज कर देंगे, कोई तो तकलीफ किसी को हो जाएगी, या शायद हमको जो इम्पोर्टेंस अभी जितनी भी मिल रही है वो नहीं मिलेगी. देयर आर सो मेनी फैक्टर्स. So we are actually blocking our own transformation because rather than just flowing with the flow and following the path with whole trust and faith in it, we keep questioning it at every step. We keep stopping ourselves कि ऐसा करने से हमें कुछ फायदा होगा या नुकसान ना हो जाए. So we are only blocking ourselves. I'm very sure Dr. D would be able to, add on to it, throw some light to it.
I will not talk too much, but I'm just saying in few lines and all of you will understand. I think the fear of being authentic self. Nobody wants to be authentic and true self to yourself, what we are really. So we are something different from inside and we are proposing ourselves to be something different from outside. So if you get into transformation, your authenticity comes out. So the fear of accepting your true self is the biggest, I think, obstacle into transformation. People knows the value of transformation. People wants to get into transformation, but somewhere they have the fear. If I will get transformed, then there are so many benefits of doubt which I am taking at my level. I will not be able to take it. The day you declare that you are the happy person, you have to be responsible. Now you cannot cry in front of other people that now I have challenges. That's why people are not able to say that I'm a happy person. Because the day you say, from that day you seize the opportunity to say that you are unhappy. So that responsibility is missing. So that is willingness, I say. Okay, another question, I think you can take it. Yeah.
Right. So Anand is raising his hand. So I am unmuting Anand. You can go ahead with your question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
First of all, a very good presentation by all of us. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity. My question is, while we all talk about transformation and it's a journey, we know that. Having said that, there are times, I can talk about myself personally, there are times or situations where something triggers and then suddenly transformation takes a backseat and all that is there in the past comes in. It happens in the personal life and professional life as well. How do we manage such kind of a situation? I know we have to be authentic, we have to be letting go, but are there any tools or skills to develop to be at peace all the time, every time, so that you are in the world of transformation all this while?
Samba sir, would you like to take this, sir? Dr. D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dr. D, please take it up.
Yeah, I will quickly able to answer it because see, Anand, we talked about awareness and wisdom. See, there is no harm in going back. and sometimes you require to go back because the situation, circumstances will be there in our life where we cannot stand always firm. But awareness, the awareness of going back is also a transformation. You should be always aware that yes, I am going back, but I will come back again and I will be able to be on my path. Without awareness, then it becomes madhoshi. We should not be getting into the madhoshi. We should be aware of, yes, at this situation, the things are in not my favor, or I am having some challenges, and there can be any kind of challenges. So you have to aware of even you are going back and rolling back. Okay.
Right. Perfect, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. D. So next question over here we have from Nikita. How to overcome your fear, even though you know consciously what is causing the fear and how to let it go. Samba sir, would you like to take it?
Yeah, I can give my personal experience. So for a very long period in my life, say up to 48 years of my life, I was not a very, I would say, healthy person, nor was I a health conscious person. Okay, so even though I had, for example, I was suffering from sugar, I had diabetes, I had insulin, all those things, but I was not even wanting to kind of change. But there is some event which happened, which I can talk now because this was about 10 years back, when my dad had a heart attack, and I was in the hospital and taking care of him for about 15 days, looking at him in the ICU. After I came out of that 15 days, I can say I became a transformed person, and the transformation because of fear. It is nothing else, because I don't want to have a problem without taking care of my family. I have 3 daughters, wife, and all those things, right? So it's very difficult. So sometimes transformation happens through fear, and after some time, it's okay. I feel it's okay to have a transformation because of fear. But later on, once you realize, you become awakened, saying that even without fear also you are transformed. So that journey will take time. But I immediately transformed myself, and now suddenly I became an ultra-marathon runner and all those things. I reversed my insulin, reversed diabetes, got healthier and all those things. That's a separate journey, right? So I would say before my father's heart attack and after my father's heart attack, 2 different stories, completely 2 different me, I would say. So it is possible to have transformation through fear and get out of fear after some time.
Very
Thank
well
you.
said, sir. I completely agree with that. Fear is a very big factor. Yeah.
Just
So,
one point,
yes,
Vidya, one point just Samba, I said
yeah,
very
please,
nice with example. I think to be very, if you want to just remember, the fear comes from the desire. So you have to be aware of your desire, where you are stuck up, and that is creating the fear inside you. So if you are able to transform your desire into purpose, the fear will disappear and transformation will start happening. Just in this thought, I thought of all we have talked and discussed about this in our session. So this is the 3 things you can remember.
Yeah, anger,
Okay.
fear, guilt, ego. These 4 words, right? So
Yes,
just
yes, yes.
fear is one of the
Yes.
4 things which
Yeah.
we have to take out.
Yeah.
right. So there's another question. When do we figure out that someone is ready for transformation? Any of the panel members would like to take it? Shubhranshu ji, Atul, Arun ji, Samba sir, anybody would like to take?
I think any time is a good time, actually. This is like saying that when is a good time to do exercise, or when it's a good time to start taking care of your health, when it's a good time to become not like a good person. It's like any time is a good time to transform. So start doing it now, I would say. So that's the way I think. I don't know, Dr. D, you may want to add.
No, that's fine. I think any time is good time, and there is any level is a good level. From wherever you are, you can start transforming to the next level.
May I add just one small thing here? It
Yeah.
is, when you are ready for transformation, it is like when you are ready to go to gym, as Samba sir said. It is like any time is good time. But you get that feeling very intrinsically that you are suffering through your patterns, or there is something troubling you time and again. And this is a time when you have to work on yourself. Just don't ignore that sign. Immediately approach a coach and get transformed.
Yeah, majority of the people they think that unless I have some problem, I don't require transformation. I think that is wrong. That is also right. You are into challenge, you can go for transformation, but you should think for transformation when you are at the best of your time. So if everything is going better, then you should think for transformation. Ki if you get transformed, you can create million times better opportunity for you and for the people in your world. So that is the time. So there is no time. Any time is the best time. As Sama says, you can get into the transformation. Willingness is very important. Yes.
Rightly said. So we have Lakshmi over here raising a hand. You can please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I think just to put it, no question. I just wanted to add in that when a person moves out from a resistance phase to a resilience phase, it could be anything that he would like to change in his life. That resistance has to be dealt with from within, and he has to mentally come into that resilience phase by whatever problems he may face through this journey. He should still hang in there and ensure that he should be focused and determined till he reaches to his goal in all aspects. It could be emotional, personal, professional, anything. When he would be ready for a transformation, what I feel.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Lakshmi, for your perspective.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else has questions? Or anybody else from the panel member would like to share their perspective?
Yeah, so just to add in, I'm just trying to tie up what Mr. Anand had asked in terms of triggers and how do we handle and the transformation. One simple way of assessing whether you need a transformation, one is yes, self-awareness. Second is all these triggers, if they are putting you at a discomfort, if they are giving you some kind of discomfort, is if again the four aspects, which is anger, guilt, ego, fear, any of these aspects hit you somewhere in the corner of your conscious, then I think it is time for you to probably sit down and assess if you need a transformation at all, right? And if these triggers are hampering your growth at some point of time, or is not allowing you to move forward, it's making you feel suffocated, stuck in a place, that's something would be for me the first sign of transformation. Know what your gut says. Your gut has the best intuition ever. Don't try to silence it through logical debate in your head. That I think is a good place to start talking to people. You have a huge community here, which is here to probably give you some insights about how you can take up the process. But start talking, come out and talk, and I think that is probably the right time for you to go in for a transformation. A butterfly doesn't know when it is going to transform, right, from a caterpillar to a butterfly. It just happens naturally. So let the gut tell you where exactly your journey should start.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arun, for your perspective. Rajesh Banga is raising his hand, so I would like to unmute him and he can go ahead with his question.
I'm a very strong disciple of Bhagavad Gita, but Arun sir had said very rightly that transformation, you should not wait for things to happen and keep listening your inner voice, and possibly that gives you the right signal at the right time. In my case, I would say that transformation is something I relate that what Lord Krishna and Arjuna's discussion was happening, and at the end, Arjuna did what? Karma with strain is something, or shifting from karma with strains to karma with clarity is something called transformation. In my words, if I say so. And my transformation journey started about in January 2024 when I got connected with Dr. D, and then he explained me as to how things could get better and how things should be seen. I think this is the transformation that started. One only question that I had in my mind was, is relentless drive is transformation? Because we keep doing that. Or is self-awareness is transformation?
Who would like to take that question?
I think self-awareness is the transformation, Rajesh. At any stage, being living in this world, sometimes situations, circumstances, and people can be favorable, unfavorable in your life. So sometimes you need to take detours. Sometimes you need to bend. Sometimes you need to come back. But whatever you do, just be aware of. And your awareness is going to bring. जो भगवान कृष्ण जो साक्षी भाव बोलते हैं ना, that is
जी
the sakshi. You have to be aware of. The real
ओके
awareness of self at that particular moment is the real transformation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir. We'll be taking a last question from Farhat, and then we'll be wrapping up this session. Farhat, please go ahead.
I have a different perspective as what Arun mentioned with regards to triggers. My perspective here is rather than taking your triggers as a problem, how about we treat them as a kind of a map, and what kind of belief or what kind of wound are they taking us to? So if you treat them as a navigator, rather than focusing on the behavior of as anger as why am I an angry person or what is making me angry, rather we start asking ourselves what this anger is trying to protect us from, would be something which would lead us to a more deeper layers of transformation, and probably get to deeper layers of what has been actually scratching the surface, and probably get to that point of what is the kind of story we're telling ourselves regarding this particular behavior. So that changes that zone from judgment to awareness. That was my little bit. Thank you so much. And it's been an amazing
Thank you, Farhat.
time here with everybody.
Thank you, Farhat.
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
believe
Farhat.
Bala sir has something to say.
Yeah. Please, I'll just unmute him.
Please.
Bala sir, please go ahead.
Yes. Dr. D, this continuous learning program which you have started reminds me of the LIC tagline. कोचिंग के साथ भी कोचिंग के बाद भी, है ना? LIC बोलता है जीवन के साथ भी जीवन के बाद भी. Yours is like coaching के साथ भी कोचिंग के बाद भी. Very good, sir. Keep this on. We will all join.
Very well said. Very
Very
well
well said, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have some exciting announcement what they are going to do next. And so hold on, and Vidya is going to share all those things. Yes, Vidya, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So as we come to the last few minutes of today's session, I just want to say this has truly been very meaningful and enriching discussion. The insights shared today has been extremely valuable. Thank you so much, Archana, for such an insightful presentation. A heartfelt thanks to you, our panel members, as well as for your thoughtful inputs and active participation. Thank you. A big thank you to each and every one of you who joined us today and made this session so engaging and so impactful. I would also like to announce the topic for our next Universal Awakening session. So the next topic that we have finalized is From Soulmates to Roommates, Breaking the Silence in Marriage. As of now, the tentative date for this session is 22nd of February 2026. So any of the members who are interested in volunteering as a presenter on the subject, please connect up with Vikas or Ravindra for the same, or me myself, anybody you can reach up to. Now, a big thank you to Dr. D for allowing us to, conduct this session. I would like to invite you, our respected mentor, our coach, our guide, our guru, Dr. D, to share a few insights, a few closing thoughts. To you, Dr. D.
Thank you, Vidya. It's a wonderful session, and I think why we are doing it, that we should be able to share the clear message to the people. Yes, coaching is not over. It is a transformation. Coaching, being a coach, is also a journey of transformation. We keep on learning entire of our life, and all of us are capable of sharing our wisdom to the co-members and co-participants. That is the first thing. The second thing is that knowing each other, collaborating with each other, growing with each other, that is the second aspect. And the third and very important aspects are there. There are a lot of people in our circle. We want that they should also get transformed. Our wife, our husband, our father, our mother, our brother, our sister. Some of them we want that they should also somehow get transformed. And they are not able to join our bigger programs. It's okay. Can they come here, understand, listen, and can they get something back from this program which is able to add value to them? And by getting into several 1 or 2, 3, 4 sessions like this, they will able to have the opportunity to feel that what is transformation is there. I always say happiness is more viral than corona. Once you are happy, you cannot remain, you want to have all other people happy around you. So this is the whole purpose of having this kind of session, and we will able to bring all aspects of our life. We talk about life, we talk about relationship, we talk about corporate, we talk about anything, everything, parenting, child, love, intimacy, sex, everything we'll talk about. So we need to bring all the peoples in your, we talk about marriage, we talk about how to marry, whom to marry, how to stay married. All those topics we are going to talk about in this continuous learning program. And I have already taken a batch sheet that, I have already given enough and empowered all of you. You should be able to talk. You should be able to prepare yourself. And all of you are capable, more than capable. And aap log aiye, it is your federation, it is your platform. You come ahead, nominate yourself for the next topic, nominate for your panelist, and you can come and you can talk. Bring as much as people. We need to grow our community. See, they should be able to know that there is a platform where you can get transformed, where you can learn something which is going to add value in your life, and that can add value for the people in our world. That is the way. So that is the only thing said. And the last thing I will say that you should ensure, if you are a panel member or if you are a speaker, you should ensure that at least one message people are carrying from here. They don't require to carry 200 messages. We keep on talking so many things, but if one point they are able to take it from this session, that is going to add a lot of value for them. So ensure that at least one message people are able to carry from this kind of presentation, this kind of discussion with all of us. Thank you.